With the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Rewards Card, you can save big at the pump. Simply sign up at customer service, then shop our ad for weekly Fuel Saver products. For every one you buy, you'll earn a discount on gas, as much as $2 or more per gallon. Because the more you shop, the more you save. Sign up for the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Rewards Card at customer service today and start to earn big discounts on gas. Some restrictions apply.
Rod Tompkins for Wave TV out here at the gymnasium at Chillicothe High School tonight. Meet the Hornets Knights. I had the pleasure of doing the public address chores for that, and I'm joined right now by the head coach of the Chillicothe Lady Hornets. That's Coach Rachel Parkey. Coach, thanks a lot for taking out the time to join us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, looking forward to a pretty exciting year, I would think, with Lady Hornet basketball. As you return a lot of players like Erin Gilliland, Maddie Williams. You got the Graves girl, also Samantha McKitty, I believe it is, and a few others. Really strong in the post, a couple strong guards to go along with that. I would have to think you're expecting a pretty strong season.
You know, I have very high expectations for the way this season is going to go. I really think that last year was a building year for us, and these girls, I mean, they're all back. And so I expect them, they've learned a lot of new things, and we've been able to put in some new sets, and I have high hopes for this year.
I would think maybe a little different than last year. Maybe that experience adding to overall experience, so kind of experience being a strong point. The other thing, I would think the fact that you are so blessed with a good group of bigs, really, at least 3 or 4, and all of them can play.
Yeah, and I really feel strongly about the guards being so fast, and the bigs are pretty fast themselves. For big girls, they can move up and down the floor very well, and so I'm looking to the transition game to be really big for us this year.
And again, depth going to be key, I really think. Maddie Williams had some big games last year. You're not going to sneak her past anyone. You're not going to sneak Erin past anyone either. So there's going to have to be some players that maybe step up that haven't seen the limelight before and really perform at a high level, I would think.
Absolutely. And then, depth-wise, we're looking at 7 or 8, and that's as deep as we're going to go. And so it's going to be important for those girls to stay out of foul trouble and to play smart basketball all season long.
What's the MEC look like on the girls' side of things this year? How do you feel like your team stacks up, and who do you think's loaded coming back this year?
Smithville and Benton, they're always loaded, and I know Smithville, they had a great run last year, and they've got almost everybody coming back. Benton, again, has a lot of girls back, and I know Lafayette has 6, I think, returning starters from last year, or players with key experience anyway from last year, and so it's still going to be a tough conference, but I think we're going to match up a little better than we have in the past.
In addition to your leadership coming from the bench, you and your assistant coaches, who do you look for to be your floor leaders out there this year?
I definitely look for my seniors to step up and really take control. And, Erin Gilliland and Maggie Graves are also very strong leaders when it comes to being, Erin is the point guard, and she's got to be the person in control when she's on the floor and be my voice out there. And so we've been really practicing that a lot. And so I think that the girls are going to do a really good job with that.
Tell us a little bit about maybe the other levels, the freshmen, the JV team, what you're looking for there, and who your assistant coaches are and things.
I've got Terry McKitty is coaching the JV, and we have several girls coming back from last year. We also have some freshmen that are probably going to step up and see some JV minutes this year. And then at the freshman level, I have Coach Sophie Pirtle. She's back again. And then I think we had a total of like 13 freshmen come out this year, so that was a pretty good number. And so we're going to be able to bump some to JV. And the key at those levels this year is going to be getting as much experience as possible and as much playing time and game experience for them.
Like I was saying before, a lot of us expecting a really big season out of the Lady Hornets this year. When's your first contest, and who's that against?
We play Tuesday night, November 27th, at the Savannah Tournament against Maryville at 5 p.m.
Rachel Parkey, again, the head coach of the Lady Hornets basketball team, has been our guest here on Meet the Hornets night. Coach, again, thanks for taking out the time to join us. Good luck on having a great season this year.
Thank you.
Rod Tompkins here at Meet the Hornets night at Chillicothe High School. Had the privilege of having the public address chores for that and really enjoyed that this evening. And I'm joined right now by the head coach of the Chillicothe Hornet boys. That's Coach Tim Kuhl. As always, Coach, thanks for taking out a little bit of time to talk with us.
Glad to do it, Rod. Thank you.
Well, you, of course, had the scrimmage tonight and everything like that, and not sure how much you were really able to glean from that, but I thought several players acquitted themselves pretty well, and really coming back with a team where you lost several seniors, I think still a very bright future, and you got to feel pretty good, I think.
Yeah, we've got a long way to go, but I feel like probably everybody has a long way to go this time of the year, so we've got a lot of things to work on, but the guys are willing to work at it, and tonight was a good night to get out there and get up and down a little bit and get some game situations in there, and so like I said, we've got some things to work on, but we're on the right track.
And, of course, a lot of key players, like I mentioned, those seniors gone off last year's team, guys who were very versatile and real team players like Trevor Rieger, of course, Nick Voorhees, who went on to play for the Pirates up at NCMC, Tyler Midgen, an explosive player who could really score the basketball from time to time. Those guys, just to mention a few. Of course, you're going to have some people really step up. One of those guys I see filling a bigger role than he did last year for you is DJ Gannon. DJ probably going to be counted on to score the basketball a little bit more this year. And, of course, if you ask me, probably going to be the best defensive player in the conference.
Yeah, he's a great defender. He proved that last year. And this year his role is going to change considerably. He's going to have to run the show a little bit. But we've had conversations, DJ and I, about his role, and he's going to have to score it some. He's going to have to be a threat offensively, not only getting us in our offense, but also scoring the ball himself. So, he's going to have a way different role, as are several of the other guys. There's going to be guys step up that don't have any varsity experience yet, and they're going to have to get in there and play. And Tyler Clampett's one that we have back that started all year last year as a sophomore, and So he brings a lot of leadership for us and some experience along with that. So he's gonna have to carry us and play a big part as well.
Of course, Tyler, a good defender, and he brings a versatility to it as well. I would guess can probably play the 2 through the 5 if he really wanted to, or if you wanted to put him in those situations. Just a junior coming back this year, he really garnered a lot of attention during his sophomore season with good reason.
Yeah, he's a great player, great athlete, and the thing I think I like the most about Tyler is his competitive nature. He's going to compete. He's going to play as hard as he can, and we're going to need somebody to really lead by example with that, and Tyler, he'll do that. We've got to have everybody step up and play hard and really compete every possession. We're not going to be able to go out there and compete with teams if we don't play hard. So that's going to be an important key for our team as well.
From the outside looking in, I'd say a guy that you're going to have to depend on a lot that had somewhat limited varsity experience last year, who's going to have to fill a huge role for you. That's going to be your junior post player, Ryan Smith. Exceptionally athletic, a very, very good kid, and I think a lot of things going to have to go through him this year.
Yeah, we need to get the ball inside to Ryan. We've got to play inside-out basketball. It's going to help our perimeter players if we get post touches, and hopefully Ryan will be able to expose some people inside. You're right; he's very athletic, and we're going to rely on him a lot to get points in the paint for us. And he's good at running the floor. He's going to get up and down the floor, and a lot of positives there. So we've just got to take advantage of those things.
Even though they didn't play basketball, I don't believe last year, you get a couple of really good multi-sport leaders that come in to play basketball for you this year. One of them a real team guy in Blake Rasmussen, and then Wade Dietz, an exceptional multi-sport athlete, very good tennis player, an excellent soccer player. Now you get him over on your basketball team, you got to feel good about having those guys over there.
Yeah, when Blake played last year, he really helped us a lot at the JV level and got a little varsity experience last year, not very much, but this year we're going to he's going to be right in the rotation, night in and night out. So we're going to rely heavily on him in the post, in our rotation. And Wade, like you said, he brings a lot of athletic ability, and he's got a great background in basketball. So hopefully he'll pick things up and kind of get some of the rust off and be ready to help us.
Talked a little bit, Coach, about the guys that we expect to start for you and fill big roles, and at least one new addition I know to the team this year, a very good athlete in Wade Dietz, traditionally a tennis and soccer player, but does have a bit of a basketball background from what I've been able to understand at least. Another great team guy, a good senior leader for you, Blake Rasmussen, kind of going to fill maybe some of those Trevor Rieger minutes, I would guess, and fill in that role, but he's a good hard-nosed kid and a great kid to coach, no question about that. Also, you get some younger players that are going to step into the guard mix, maybe some additional minutes for guys that didn't see him before. So it's going to be a good mix of experienced guys, new guys, and guys filling bigger roles. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we are going to have some guys step up, and Blake Rasmussen, Gillen Gates, we've mentioned David Hirschberger and Ryan Smith. Those four are going to be our post guys. They're going to be the guys inside that we're going to rely on to play inside out offensively and rebound and play great defense. And Trent Moore on the perimeter has really improved. He's had a great summer last year and really stepped up a lot. And we're gonna need him to do a lot of good things. And Walker Thomas is another guard that we've got coming off the bench that's going to help us. So we've got a good mix. We've just got to pull it together, and we've got to have some guys who haven't had a big role, at least at the varsity level. They're going to have to step up and be ready to play, and it's a whole different thing. It's just a completely different level when you go to that varsity level, and they're going to have to figure it out pretty quick, and I think they will. They're hard workers and good kids, so we'll just keep working at it.
I noticed a couple kids during the JV game that I thought were playing pretty well, and guys that might work themselves into some varsity minutes at least at some point, kind of working against each other out there tonight. One of them, Hayden Major, a big, strong, athletic kid, just a sophomore, and the Morse kid who was kind of guarding him during that contest. I thought both of them looked pretty good, actually.
Yeah, they're both post players and gotten bigger and stronger this year, and both are very athletic, and that's a good thing to have. So, yeah, we've got some young guys who if they keep working, are going to turn into varsity players, and they just have to keep working at it. It's something that it doesn't just happen. They have to put in some time and get in the gym and get in the weight room, and so all those things together, I think we've got some kids in the future that are going to really be able to step up and play.
So we got the Hornet basketball coach Tim Cool has been our guest here on Meet the Hornets night. All of his squad's looking real strong out there. And we're going to look forward to talking to Coach Cool a whole lot here on Wave TV this season, as we're going to have the Tim Cool Show, probably the Rachel Parkey Show as well, to keep you abreast of all the Hornet basketball teams and what's going on with them. But Coach Cool, just want to thank you for taking out the time to join us here tonight after the scrimmage and things. Always very generous with your time, and we appreciate that. So good luck the rest of the season. And again, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Rod. Appreciate it.